If you've ever thought, I just want my comfort food to love me back, this week's content at Hungry AF was basically built for you. We've been hanging out with one deceptively simple tool, a science-backed ingredient substitution table that shows you how to tweak your favorite recipes for allergies, macros, and real-life chaos without sacrificing flavor or nostalgia. And because I'm me, we didn't just stop at the table. We ran it through every Hungry AF content pillar so you can see how it works in real kitchens, not just on Pinterest. Oh, and yes, there's a free download you can print, screenshot, or tape to your fridge. I'll link it in the show notes. Welcome back to Hungry AF, the show where we cook smart, laugh loud, and make healthy actually taste like something you want to eat. I'm Jen, your data-driven, science-obsessed home cook, and this week we're talking about Healthy Comfort Food, 5 Ways Your Healthy Ingredient Swap Playbook. Think science-backed substitutions, less stress, and the same cozy comfort food. Let's walk through how that one ingredient swaps table shows up across all 5 Hungry AF pillars. So first up, food science made simple. If you're following along on the Hungry AF blog, we started with a very nerdy foundation, my happy place, with a post called Science-Backed Ingredient Swaps, a beginner's reference table. And yes, it comes with a free download. In that post, I broke down what ingredient swaps actually do at the molecular level. Things like fat, protein, starch, and water. Basically, what's happening under the hood when you swap mayo for Greek yogurt or heavy cream for something lighter. We talked about why some swaps work beautifully. Greek yogurt, I see you, and others curdle into sadness. And then I gave you that downloadable ingredient swaps table, organized by needs like dairy-free, gluten-free, lower fat, higher protein, and lower carb. I'll drop the link in the show notes so you don't have to go hunting for it. The big idea here is you're not just getting use this instead of that. You're getting the why behind the swap. When you understand the science, you're not guessing. You're troubleshooting like a tiny kitchen scientist with really good snacks. Then we moved into my second pillar, Effortless Systems and Smart Meal Planning. That blog post is called A Science-Backed Guide to Stress-Free Meal Prep, Ingredient Swaps, and Real-Life Wins. This is where we took the table out of theory and dropped it into your actual week. So instead of the swaps table being this cute PDF you never look at again, we used it as a meal planning shortcut. How to build modular meals, things like taco bars, bowls, sheet pan dinners that are easy to tweak for different needs. How to plan once and then adjust on the fly when someone's schedule, appetite, or macros change. The whole point for this pillar is, instead of planning 5 separate meals for 5 different humans, you plan one base and use swaps to customize. Less decision fatigue, more, oh wow, that was actually doable. Our third pillar is healthier comfort food, and that post was Healthy Comfort Food Makeovers, Ingredient Swaps for Allergy and Macro-Friendly Meals. This is where we got into the fun stuff, comfort food makeovers. We talked about how to adapt classics like casseroles, soups, and bakes for allergies and macro goals. Simple swaps to reduce saturated fat, bump up protein, or lower carbs without turning dinner into sad diet food. A few before and after examples that still taste like the original, just a little friendlier to your body. And this is really the heart of the healthier comfort food pillar. You're not giving up the foods that feel like home. You're learning how to make them fit your current body, your current season, and your current health goals. Pillar number 4 is real-life food stories and mindset, and this is where things got personal. The post is called From Guilt to Joy, How Ingredient Swaps Help Me Reclaim Healthy Comfort Food. In that one, I talked about how I went from all or nothing thinking, perfect or why bother, to healthy enough comfort food. What it's like navigating macros, medication, like my Zepbound, and a neurospicy biotech brain that loves both data and mashed potatoes. How ingredient swaps became a way to reduce guilt and bring back joy instead of feeling like punishment. Because food isn't just macros and meal prep, it's stories, memories, identity. This pillar is all about giving yourself permission to evolve your recipes and your mindset at the same time. And finally, we hit the 5th pillar, kitchen joy, creativity, and connection. That post is Healthy Ingredient Swaps for Comfort Food, How to Feed Different Needs at the Same Family Table. Here we zoomed out and asked, what happens when you treat the ingredient swaps table like a playground, not a rule book? We talked about turning swaps into a game, things like Swap of the Week, tradition remixes, or even virtual potlucks where everyone adapts the same recipe in their own way. Feeding different dietary needs: gluten-free, vegetarian, macro-focused, the picky kid who only eats beige, without cooking separate, real, and diet meals. And why the real win isn't the swap itself, but the connection that happens when everyone can still eat together. The table stops being nutrition homework and becomes, okay, how can we make this work for everyone at this table? And honestly, that's where joy lives. We also had a community win of the week, which I loved. This week's gold star goes to a Hungry AF reader who used the ingredient swaps table to rescue a family favorite. She said, "I swapped half the mayo for Greek yogurt in our beloved pasta salad and added some extra veggies. My husband didn't notice. My kid asked for seconds, and I didn't feel like I'd just eaten a brick. 10 out of 10, will do again." That's the whole point. Tiny tweaks, big wins, zero drama. These are exactly the kinds of real-life wins we're collecting and sharing inside the Hungry AF Members Table community, because it is so much easier to keep going when you can see what's working for other people too. If you've tried a swap from the table or invented your own, tell me about it. You can reply to the newsletter, leave a comment on the blog, or DM me on socials. Successes and hilarious fails are both welcome. If you haven't grabbed the free ingredient swaps download yet, consider this your official reminder. It's a one-page reference you can use for dairy-free, gluten-free, lower fat, higher protein, and lower carb swaps. Those what can I use instead moments mid-recipe. Planning flexible meals that work for more than one set of needs. You can print it, save it to your phone, or keep it open on your tablet while you cook. I'll link it in the show notes so it's easy to find. Okay, let's talk about what's coming next because I'm really excited about this. We're heading into a Healthy AF Holidays mini-series, which means we're going to dig into how to enjoy holiday comfort food without wrecking your energy or blood sugar, smart swaps that keep you full and satisfied, hello protein, realistic strategies for navigating parties, potlucks, and just one more cookie season. And this is also where I'm finally pulling back the curtain on my own story. You'll see some origin story content on the blog, in your inbox, and here on the podcast, where I share why my neurospicy biotech brain cares so much about protein, blood sugar, and satiety. How my own doctor-supervised journey, including Zepbound, macro tracking, and 60-plus pounds to lose, shaped Hungry AF. And why high-protein comfort food during the holidays isn't a trend for me. It's survival, sanity, and science. That origin story is also going to quietly set the stage for what's coming in the new year. A high-protein meal plan designed for real-life humans who want cozy food, stable energy, and fewer crashes. The waitlist will be opening soon, so keep an eye out for that. If there's a specific holiday dish you want help Hungry AFifying with smart swaps, I would love to hear it. Send me a message, reply to the newsletter, or drop it in the comments. I might feature it in the series. And as always, if this week's ingredient swaps theme has your wheels turning, there are a couple of resources that can help you go deeper. First, the 60 High Protein Snacks ebook. It's free. This is for those I need something now moments between meals, especially during the holidays when the cookie tray is staring at you. Inside, you'll get 60-plus macro-friendly, flavor-packed snack ideas, options for different needs, including lactose intolerant and gluten-free, tips for prepping, storing, and making snacks that actually work with your schedule, and some science-backed info on why protein matters without the bro culture. If you're ready to make snacking the easiest, healthiest part of your day, grab your free copy. The link is in the show notes. Second, the Hungry AF Members Table. If you want more support, more ideas, and more real-life kitchen wins from people doing this alongside you, the Members Table is where I share deeper dives, behind-the-scenes experiments, and community-only resources. You can learn more and join us via the link in the show notes. Before you go, this week's content all supports one big idea. You don't have to choose between health and comfort food or between your needs and your family's needs. You can keep the foods you love, use a little food science to tweak them, and build systems that make it all feel easier instead of heavier. If this episode was helpful, send it to a friend who's tired of cooking separate meals for everyone, or share one of the blog posts that resonated most with you. Head over to jfriedmanfast.com for all the posts I mentioned today. Everything will be linked in the show notes. And come hang out with me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Substack for daily tips and updates. Until next time, stay hungry AF.